In today's video, we're going to be discussing whether you should pay your Vodafone debt or not. We'll look at how to deal with them so things don't escalate to enforcement action being taken against you. Smartphones are essential in our daily lives, but they can be quite expensive. And if you're struggling with money, you might find that you owe more than you can afford to pay back. If this is the case, you might end up with a letter from a Vodafone debt collection agency. First things first, if you've missed a payment on your Vodafone bill, you'll usually get a notification that your account is now overdue. You can solve the problem fairly quickly, but if you've missed a payment by a long way, your account will usually go into arrears. This could mean that Vodafone cuts off your number, meaning you're unable to use data or make or receive calls. If you still don't pay your bill, Vodafone will default your account, and your contract will likely be cancelled. This will then usually start the Vodafone debt collection process. This could mean that they pass your debt over to a debt collection agency or even issue a county court judgment, a CCJ. But if you're unable to pay your bill, don't worry. There are plenty of solutions. A Vodafone debt collection agency will usually only contact you as a last resort. If you're struggling to pay your bill, there are several options you can take. Whether you're finding it hard to pay your usual monthly payment or the additional fees you're incurring, the first thing you should do is contact Vodafone. They even have a dedicated page on their website for those struggling to pay their bill. If you're having a hard time paying your Vodafone bill, they might help you come up with a payment plan. This means that you can pay back regular small amounts on a regular basis to help clear your debt. They may also remove any additional services you don't need, or even change the date of your bill to make things easier for you. Sometimes you might find that your Vodafone bill is unusually large. If you think your bill is unfair or wrong, you should contact Vodafone to get them to check the extra charges. Of course, if you make a complaint about your bill, Vodafone has to deal with it. However, if they don't resolve it in a satisfying way, you can contact Ofcom to escalate the issue further. There are several things you can do to reduce your future bills, such as reducing any extra charges you might rack up. You could try connecting to Wi-Fi networks instead of using extra data as often as you can. Similarly, you could change your plan so that you have enough calls, text and data without getting extra charges. Now let's talk about what happens if your debt goes to a debt collection agency. Vodafone will usually try quite hard to recover the amount you owe them. They may either send your account to a debt collector or even sell the debt to them. And in the most extreme circumstances, they might even try to take you to court for the debt. There are many different debt collection agencies out there. Vodafone has been known to use a few different ones, often dependent on where you live and the severity of the amount you owe. If debt is making it a struggle to pay bills like your Vodafone contract, then there are a number of options available here in the UK. Some are free to use and others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the solutions available, then we've created a really great form that you might be interested in checking out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of your debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so that you can find out more and take steps towards improving your financial situation.